Hi guys, Kayla here and welcome to Kayla Bean Gaming, also known as KBT. And today we're back with Hamanations and watching my bully brother. And it kind of is an unsurprise that Bryson's brother is a bully. But anyway, yeah, let's start. 3, 2, 1. What?
Stick around to the end of the video for a huge announcement.
Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Hey, my brother has been bullying me a ton lately, but I've been studying his tactics and I know how to get him back. I've set up a bucket above his door so that when he walks through, he'll get soaked. Oh, here it comes. Shh.
Okay, so is it gonna be, gasoline like from SpongeBob? Yeah, there's, a part from SpongeBob where Squidward, there's Krusty Krab, security munchers, and one of them is like a water bucket, and he's like, oh, just water, and then it actually turns out to be gasoline, and all the Krusty Krabs on fire. It might not be funny to you, but to me it kind of is.
What?
You dare use my own spells against me.
Oh no!
Hi, I'm Bryson, and this is my older brother, Brayden. We're best friends now, but our relationship wasn't always like that. Brayden was a total bully, and I was the innocent victim for our whole lives.
That's not...
Shut up. Anyway,
You don't get to tell me to shut up.
Back off, it's my
I
channel.
don't care. I'm boss.
I have more money. You better lawyer up. Anyway, today I wanted to regale you with some of the fantastical stories of our sibling rivalry and how that blossomed into a beautiful friendship.
Yay.
Let's start at the beginning. Brayden had a huge problem with me minding my own business. I would just be chilling in my room playing with Legos and he would come in and knock them down. It's kind of like a beaver when it sees water. They both think, well, someone's got to put a stop to this.
Brayden, why would you do that? Why would you do that to Bryson? Like, he's just minding his own business, and he did nothing to you. He was the innocent victim. Why would you? Brayden, there's literally no reason why you should bully Bryson. There's literally no reason why.
One time we were wrestling and we had stuffed pillows under our shirts for protection. Brayden saw this and thought,
Oh, he's got a pillow under his shirt. He's immune to all attacks. So it doesn't matter how hard I hit him.
Then he kicked me into a stool. It dug into my unprotected back and knocked the wind out of me.
Again, Brayden, why would you do that to Bryson? Okay, if you're like, an older brother or sister, don't bully your younger siblings, especially if they're the innocent victim, because they're doing nothing, they're just minding their own business, and there's literally no reason why.
Okay, stop being so dramatic.
Oh no. Brayden.
You're fine. Look, I'm thinking there's no reason we can't keep this little incident between us. Don't tell Mom, or I'll wring your neck. Okay, all good. See you later.
Made him
Okay, so, yeah, you can't do that, Brayden. You can't just be like, wait, let's go back to
Reason we can't keep this little incident between us. Don't tell Mom, or I'll wring your neck. Okay, all good. See you later.
made him bleed.
Oh, okay. Why do I keep doing that?
Look, I'm thinking there's no reason we can't keep this little incident between us. Don't tell Mom, or I'll wring your neck. Okay, all good. See you later.
Okay, Brayden, you can't do that. You can't do that, Brayden. You can't just be like, you can't just like almost enter your younger brother and then be like, oh yeah, don't tell Mom or I'll wring your neck, cause like, I mean, it's just measure on the government of Brayden.
Brayden himself has told me that he didn't discover empathy until one day when he threw a pine cone at Brody's back and made him bleed.
Oh no.
Anyway,
He didn't apply empathy until several years later, though. Even now, his empathy is selective. Brayden loves pushing buttons. Growing up with him was a masterclass in making other people mad. And bothering me was easy. I just wanted peace, and Brayden knew exactly how to shatter that peace.
Okay, that reminds me of my older brother, Bradley. But, I was gonna say Brayden. No. I have two brothers, and neither of them are named, Brayden. So, yeah, I have an older brother named Bradley, and he kind of does the same thing. So here's a little story. Yeah, I think it was just yesterday. Yeah, yesterday we were going sledding, and he went so fast on me. He went so fast, both my snow goggles and hat. I'm not even kidding. Both my snow goggles and hat flew off, and I was screaming. Yeah, that's what I call it being going way too fast, Bradley.
For example, for several nights in a row, I would be in bed, Brayden would come in and say,
you've had it far too good for far too long.
and then beat me up.
Oh no. Brayden, bye.
After, I would say, why? And he would say,
No reason. Unprovoked.
Yeah, sure.
Anyways, see you same time tomorrow night.
one time we were on a family cruise and Mom wanted us all to take a picture together. At this point, Brayden's button pushing and bothersome tendencies had infected all of us. It was like a virus.
Brayden virus 324 symptoms: irritation of the entire self, internal and external rage, usual desire to punt nearby people off a cliff. Cures currently undiscovered. Oh no. Well, why can't you just tell Brayden to stop? Like, that's what I would do. Or maybe you can't do that to Brayden. I don't think you can do that to any boy.
Brayden would bother me, and to blow off steam, I would bother Brenner. What a
Oh,
healthy
no.
brother dynamic.
You keep just bullying the younger brother. Great.
Hurt people, what can I say? Am I right? And further, Brayden was an expert at making it seem like it was my fault and playing innocent. So there we were, getting ready to take a picture, and Brody and Brayden decide this would be the perfect time to start grabbing my butt.
Brody, Brayden, why would you do that? Like, okay, they're just because you and your younger brothers and your mom are just trying to take a nice family picture, and you're ruining it by grabbing Bryson's butt. Like, that's so rude.
Obviously, I get angry and start pushing and trying to get them to stop as they laugh at me. Mom hears the ruckus and, of course, assumes I'm just causing problems for no reason and says, Bryson, stop! So I tried to just deal with it and smile for the picture as my brothers laughed at me.
Oh, no.
Here is a recreation of that picture.
Okay, let's see. Brody and Brayden look great. Bryson, he's got a little problem. Brenner looks good, but not that much for the mom.
Lost on all accounts. I look super ugly because I'm trying not to squirm because my butt is being grabbed. Mom was mad at me, and Brody and Brayden look great. They were experiencing the pure joy of a devious master plan coming together. They knew I had no options, so their smiles are genuine.
Oh, no.
Neither of them had ever, nor ever would again, smile that brightly for any family photos. However, me and Brayden did have a team up on that same trip. I was in the shower, and Brenner kept turning off the light to bug me.
Brenner, why would you do that to Bryson? Like, he's doing nothing. Okay, here's what I think. You shouldn't, be mean to people unless they do a mean thing to you. Because, that's kind of how the world works. But if the other person is just minding their own business and doing nothing, and the other person is being mean to them, then they don't go together. They don't go together at all.
I kept warning him that I would spit water on him if he kept turning off the light, but that only strengthened his resolve to bother me. He would turn it off and then run away down the hall over and over.
Oh, no.
Eventually, I asked Brayden to help me administer justice to Brenner, and he agreed. Brayden hid behind the door, Brenner came back and turned off the light, but before he could escape, Brayden grabbed him.
Yeah,
Do it!
let's
now!
go.
As I filled up my mouth with water to spray Brenner, I started laughing about how funny it was gonna be when I sprayed him. But the laughter caused me to accidentally inhale the water.
Oh, no.
It all went in my lungs and I started coughing violently. And something about that made my stomach go, yeah, he's coughing. Let's just do a full reset. Send all stomach contents back from whence they came, please. Beep.
Oh no, Bryson's stomach. Bryson's stomach. Why would you do that? Yes, why would you do that? I mean, I guess he did have to throw up to, get it out.
And I threw up in the shower as my brothers watched.
no.
I should have just thrown up on Brenner. He would have never bothered me again. But alas.
Good point.
Here's another example of Brayden's shenanigans infecting his fellow men. We were in high school at this point, and Brayden had taken a liking to flipping me off. However, eventually...
Okay, yeah, don't do that, guys. Don't do what, Brayden and Bryson were doing it when they were in high school. Like, that's so bad. Just don't do it. And like, even if you're like in high school, that's still bad. Like, no matter how old you are, no matter how grown you are, you just can't do it.
just became an inside joke to us, and I would flip him off back. So we would do this all the time to each other as confused bystanders watched. It basically became our way of greeting each other. But one day, this harmless prank went quite wrong. We were getting food at a restaurant. I paid, and the lady gave me my receipt, and I went to give her a thumbs up. But the habit was so deeply ingrained in me that I accidentally flipped her off.
Bryson.
Luckily, her head was turned, and as she turned back in the nick of time, I switched my hands to a thumbs up. That was the real-life equivalent of using the wrong emote.
Oh gosh, quite the frame to pause on. But yeah, like you have to be careful of like what emote you're gonna do. You have to think like, okay, thumbs up, shake my nod. Like you just have to think of it first, so you don't do the wrong one, like Bryson.
I told Brayden about it, and we laughed and flipped each other off. Honestly, there aren't a ton of crazy stories of Brayden bullying me. It was more of an evenly spread, slow burn that chipped away at my sanity for years. For example, hitting me unprovoked to keep me on my toes, stealing my stuff and hiding it, kicking me off the Xbox, giving me a disconnected controller to make me think I was playing a video game with him, pushing me too hard on the rope swing so I would hit a tree, splashing me in pools, and throwing the hot potato at me way too hard, etc. That kind of stuff takes a toll when you're small. It was a vicious cycle of him purposefully aggravating me too much and me being too sensitive. And there's no rhyme or reason to his crimes either. It usually plays out like this. What a brute. No matter. I know his tactics. He's trying to get a reaction out of me. Well, he's out of luck. I've gained total mastery over my emotions. That being said, I've got to find a way to get him back for this. Later tonight, I'll set a trap for him in his room. When he walks in, I'll be hiding in the closet with a water gun to soak him, and then I'll frame Brenner for it. It will be the perfect crime. Laugh while you can, Brayden, because tonight, your reign comes to an end.
Oh no.
Prank him, John.
Yeah, okay. You can't say brother without saying bro. You can't say brother without saying bro. So that's why he did that.
All this being said, I gotta throw in at least one good story about Brayden because he truthfully is a great brother and I love him very much. The year was 2017, and I was about to turn 16. The Nintendo Switch was releasing the next day, and I asked my parents if I could wake up early, wait in line at the store, and buy the Switch with their money for my birthday, since it would probably be out of stock everywhere by the time my birthday really did arrive. They said no, and I went to bed disappointed.
Oh, I hate that. Okay, look, if you're like an adult, then if you're like 18 plus and you're watching this, you can skip over. But I just absolutely hate when, like, I really super duper, I know, I'm not saying this in, like, a bratty way, but I hate it when, like, I ask my parents for something I really, really want, but they say no. And I don't mean that in a bratty way. Like, it's not like, I know that there's a difference between what I need and what I want. But, like, even especially if it's your lucky day, like that, why would they do that? Like, if I was Bryson's parents, I would say yes.
Then at 5 a.m., Brayden woke me up and told me that Mom and Dad only told me no to make it a surprise and that we were going to the store to buy it now.
Yes, I knew it. I knew it. They were gonna say yes. I knew it.
It was a great brother experience, and I'll always have fond memories of waiting in line with Brayden and playing Zelda. And here I am 6 years later playing the new Zelda on that same release day Switch.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too bad!
That being said, sometimes Brayden does half nice, half mean things.
Hey, leave him alone, punks. That's my job.
Ow! Now, I don't claim to be the innocent victim in all these circumstances. I push Brayden's buttons too. As my mom taught us, it takes two for contention, and I will not be one.
Oh yeah, I kind of like that. And I think what that means, like, it doesn't matter, like, if you're bullying or not. It's just that she's not gonna be in it, if that makes sense.
But with me and Brayden, I would change it to, it takes two for contention, and we will both be one.
Oh, no.
On that note, Brayden avidly claims that I once threw a full can of Sprite at his head. I don't remember this at all, but admittedly, it's not fully out of character for me. And one time we were on a tandem kayak together, and I was purposefully rowing out of sync with him so that our paddles would clank together.
Right, left, right, left. Do it right!
I'm trying! Sometimes I forget my lefts and rights.
Just follow my lead.
Okay, really, Bryson? Really? Do you think Brayden's gonna take the excuse of, like, like an adult not knowing its lefts and rights? I wouldn't take that excuse. If I was Brayden, I wouldn't take that excuse.
Left, right. You're doing it wrong on purpose!
I know.
What are you gonna do about it? Tip me? We're on the same boat, idiot! But I also do nice things for him, like finding him a wife.
Wait, what? Okay, that is actually super duper nice of you. And I think, well, I don't know about it yet, but, my one time, my mom and me and Bradley's older brother, Callan, were going to the haircut, and he just might marry the, haircut girl. But we don't know yet. If they do, I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah.
Let me explain. One time, a bunch of families and friends in my neighborhood went on a big old camping/hiking trip, and I was eating lunch with our family friend Kira. As we chatted and ate, I said to her, "You should date Brayden."
I don't think Brayden's really my type.
And I thought to myself, sure he isn't, honey.
Okay, yeah. Kira, okay, look, honey and Kira, Brayden is your type, honey. He is. Okay, honey? Okay.
And 5 years later, I was the best man at their wedding. Called
Yay.
it! Brayden owes his marriage to me. As such, I will be naming the firstborn child.
No.
The baby's name will be Bryson 2, the sequel.
Really? Really, Bryson? Really? You could have gone with Hamson. Yeah, Hamson. They're gonna name their first kid Hamson.
Not happening. It's happening, guys. Here's another family love story. Brody brought home a girl named Jen to meet the family, so we decided to all play a board game together. It was a secret role game. We will call it Secret Bad Guy. Anyway, in the board game, the good guys are trying to figure out who the bad guys are and stop them to win. We got our secret roles, and I was the bad guy. I had to keep my identity secret and convince everyone that I was a good guy. The game went on, and it got to the point where if I was elected as chancellor, me and the bad guys would win. I had been purposefully playing in a way that had Brayden totally convinced that I was innocent. Mom was skeptical, but Brayden advocated for me and elected me as chancellor because I had earned his trust. The vote passed.
If Bryson is the bad guy, then we lose. Bryson, you're not the bad guy, right?
Oh no. Oh no. Why would you ever think that, Brayden? Why? Even if he convinced you, you should have been like a little skeptical.
Brayden was so angry that I had deceived him that he literally grabbed me, threw me on the table, and strangled me as I laughed. All while Jen watched in horror. What a great introduction to the family. Somehow she ignored that red flag and married Brody anyway.
Okay, well, here's the thing. She didn't marry Brayden. She didn't marry Brayden Bryson. Like, I'm sure if she was about to marry Brayden, she would change her mind. She would change her mind.
The warnings were there. She signed up for this, so that's on her. And I'm not married. Speaking of board games, I only remember playing Monopoly once. All I remember is someone getting angry, grabbing the metal airplane piece, and throwing it like a ninja star out of anger. It missed and stuck into the wall. Good thing, too, it could have stabbed someone's eye out. I don't remember who threw it, but I know in my heart that it was Brayden. Anyway, as me and Brayden grew, we became best friends. Siblings are crazy like that. You spend your whole life fighting each other, and then one day you're both like,
He was my best friend all along.
Okay, yeah, me and Brownie aren't at that age yet, but I can tell, like, it is, and I actually have no idea how it works. Is it just because, like, you can't fight when you're, like, 16? I just don't get it.
Brayden has blossomed into a great man, and I love him like a brother. Wait.
Yeah.
Anyways, despite Brayden trying to kill me over a board game, we still love them and we play them together all the time with the family. So much so that Brayden came to me one night saying that we should make a card game. That's way easier said than done, and I'm just not so sure that. And then the next morning, he sends a big document filled with all his ideas for the game. Honestly, I was not expecting to like it, but after he pitched it, I realized he had the seed of something great, and I was sold.
Yay.
We spent the next several months writing the rules, play testing, brainstorming, balancing, creating prototypes, and spending late nights together drawing out our ideas on paper cards. It's been super hard and has taken several months to get to this point, but also super rewarding. And so, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Hoard the Hams, a Hamanations card game where you hoard the most hams, steal hams from others, and protect what you've got.
Yes!
This has been a labor of love from me, Brayden, and the whole family. But we love the process so much that we're making our own family board game company. We already have 2 more board game ideas we've been playtesting, with 2 more promising ideas coming down the pipeline. So, if you want to support our family business while having a blast with your own family, please visit the Kickstarter to support and play Hoard the Hams today. This is a game that I genuinely believe in.
Oh my
We truly
gosh.
poured our hearts and souls into this, and we involved the whole family. It is our sincere hope that it will be a blast for you and your family, cause it sure was a blast for me and mine. So please, click the link below to learn more about Hoard the Hams. Supporting the game will help us bring more card games and board games to your family in the future. Thanks for watching.
Holiday home.
There you go, little ham. I'll keep you nice and safe, and no one will ever— Huh?
Oh no!
Looking for these?
Brody!
See it, chump.
Not so fast!
Brody!
Ha!
Yes, let's go!
Ha! Ha! Ha ha! Face it, man. You've lost.
I wouldn't count your hams before they hatch.
A trap? No!
And I've still got an ace up my sleeve. Ha!
Oh! No!
Yes!
Back now on Kickstarter.
Okay, so, I, know that, I was gonna say Brody and Brayden. Brayden and Bryson we're doing that game, and, I already got it, but, yeah, just like he said, they put the whole family in it, but I haven't played it yet because it hasn't arrived at my house yet. But but they're sure that it will be a blast for your family. And so if you want to support Brayden, Bryson, and the whole family, I'll link in the description. So yeah, So yeah, that's in the video. Hope you enjoyed.